This is ZNS Total Sports.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Tuesday. The two-time defending champions of the Carifta Swimming, Team Bahamas, is off to a fast start at this year's hosting. The team is making a splash early in Martinique. That's where this year's championships is taking place. Our Chris Sanders was poolside with those swimmers who took part in the early morning session.
Team Bahamas with 17 finalists going into the evening session here on day one of the Carifta Swimming Championships in Martinique. But the big news from this morning session, a Carifta record from Isaac Bastian in the 200 breast. He's joining us now. Isaac, first tell us a little bit how you went out there. You went out really fast. You wanted to prove something out there today.
Yeah, I wanted to go out, prove that I could put up a good time in prelims and come back even faster in finals.
What do you think you're going to have to work on going into the final tonight?
Turns and my underwaters and just keeping my stroke together.
All right, thanks a lot. Isaac Bastian, again, not only the top seed heading into the final tonight in the 200 breast for 13-14 boys, but also a Carifta record. His time, 2:23.37. He's looking to improve on that heading into that final tonight. Again, the Bahamas will be swimming in the 50 back, the 200 breast, the one fly, and we're hoping that the last relay team, which is swimming right now, can get in. The 15-17 boys, they have 12 competitors, 12 countries represented. Hopefully the Bahamas will be in the top 8. On paper, they look like they should. Remember, stay tuned to ZNS Total Sports for complete and comprehensive coverage of this year's Carifta Swimming Championships in Martinique. In Martinique, Chris Saunders, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks so much, Chris. Swimming and track and field aren't the only Carifta events Bahamas are taking part in. Candidate Master Nathan Smith will represent the Bahamas at the Carifta Junior Chess Championships in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Smith is participating in the under-12 category that will get started Thursday. The sole competitor for the Bahamas will play 7 rounds over 4 days. The event promises to be extremely competitive as top players from around the region will be taking part. Distance coach Clinton Michael believes that the Bahamian athletes participating in the events can medal at this year's Carifta Track and Field Championships. Michael based his opinion on the times posted by local athletes at the Carifta trials.
Looking at the Caribbean, I've seen where other athletes are running similar times to some of our athletes. For example, Quenisha Marshall, coming out of Grand Bahama, she ran 2:17 at the trials, and that is pretty much close to or on par with other athletes in the Caribbean. So we are there or thereabouts with 1 or 2 athletes. We just need to get other athletes to buy into the concept of getting into the middle distances, and we'll be okay. But I think we are there or thereabouts, and we will, as long as they go out there and compete very well, they'll do well.
The 200 meters is definitely one of the glamour events on the track, unlike the distance races. Over the weekend in Georgetown, Exuma, and the Ellen Coakley Track and Field Invitational, athletes showed just why they gravitate to the half lap.
Kelsey, yesterday we took a look at the 800 meters. Let's check out the 200 meters at the Ellen Coakley Track and Field meet. Under 12 boys, Marino Duncombe, he walked away with first place.
When I first start, I got a good start, and it was quick. But when I reached to the 100 meters, I kept running, and when I reached close by the finish line, I was tired, but I keep running to win the race.
How was the competition out there?
Good.
And you feel glad about winning?
Yes, sir.
On the 14 girls 200 meters from the Ellen Coakley High School, Raquel and Bristol, she came home smoking for a first place finish.
It went well. It was very easy.
So you ain't had no competition?
No, sir.
This was a piece of cake chore for you?
Yes, sir.
Under 14 boys 200 meters, Elkin Johnson from St. Andrews, not the St. Andrews in the capital, but St. Andrews in Exuma, he had a first place finish.
I know it'll be an easy one, and all I needed is to get out, stride, get out fast. As I left, pick up my speed more, just run to the finish.
Under 16 girls 200 meters, Brianna Smith from Ellen Coakley, she's going to be great. She collected a first place finish in the 200 meters.
It went good. I just had to get out the blocks and maintain my speed in the backstretch.
Were you concerned about the lady from C.R. Walker catching you?
Yes, sir. I had to push hard so she wouldn't catch me. Yes.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
Thanks so much, Julian. It's down to 4, and Bahamian collegiate basketball player Buddy Hield is among the quartet in the running for the Naismith Award. The list that once contained 50 candidates was trimmed down to 30, then 10, and now 4. Hield, who is referred to as one of the best this year, has showed consistent progress and is very efficient from the field. The native of Freeport, Grand Bahama, is the starting guard for the Oklahoma Sooners and leads the nation in three-pointers. He finished second in scoring and is the 6th player in the last 20 years and first from a major conference to average 25 points and 5 rebounds per game. The winner of the award will be announced the first week in April. Boxers in the Major Payne Boxing Club, headed by Bahamian title holder Misha Major, are getting ready to bob and weave this weekend. The young boxers from Camp Road community are being encouraged to put down guns and pick up the gloves.
We're just trying to keep them active as possible, and as far as doing the show, Only Ray Miners Junior Champion Amateur Boxing Club has been hosting shows over the years, and so now with our club being within a year, we're trying to be able to take part and be able to host shows also. It's very, very difficult because the times when we're growing up now is very different for these young kids. They're so active into other things, so it's been a task for some of them coming from the inner city, inner communities, which is the ghetto. So it's really, really hard because these young kids they're growing up seeing murders. In my time growing up, I never seen nobody been killed, but these young kids seeing that some of the young kids in our program, either their brother's been murdered or their father's been murdered. So it's really, really tough dealing with some of these young men today.
And finally, in sports, making the rounds in baseball is Bahamian Anton Richardson. The switch hitter playing with the Pittsburgh Pirates stepped to the plate in what is now being referred to as one of the great at-bat matchups of our time. Pitching the game was Pat Van Dijk, a switch pitcher who started pitching right-handed and then switched to left when Richardson came up to bat. The video seen here shows that the two players had a little fun with each other. Richardson initially stepped to the plate to bat left-handed, but swapped sides and helmets before the first pitch was thrown. Van Dijk then switched hands again and followed suit. This video is now viral and shows the light side of the game. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.
This is ZNS Total Sports.